All right, so here is Islam Makhachev. His future undeniably is in the Hall of Fame, one of the greatest lightweights of all time. No longer in the shadow of the one of the greatest lightweights of all time. No longer in the shadow of the Ian Machado Garry, remarkable the body of work he has put forth in the octagon this way.
It's so hard to beat Islam Makhachev because the expectation was on him from day one to be great. He's done it time and time again. He's exceeded the expectation. And that says he has all the skills. Great wrestling. Rap, great striking. The man does it all inside the octagon, and that is why.
And of course, the late great Nurmagomedov, not here, but front of mind for all of these athletes. And goes here to Islam Makhachev steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. And tonight, with a chance, DC, not only to defend this belt for a third time, but to do something that his mentor and brother Khabib Nurmagomedov never did, which is to say win a 14 fight inside the octagon.
Yeah, win 14 fights inside the octagon and like 13 in a row. He is quickly becoming one of the guys to be considered the greatest lightweight of all time. He has all the skills. He's a tremendous wrestler, tremendous grappler, but it's his striking that I think separates him from most. He's a really high-level striker, the guy that carries a ton of confidence. I remember being in the gym with this kid from the very first day, and it always felt like an eventuality.
I'm up on the string, Tracy Island, time traveling, diamond, could a sheep heartache.
And it's an entrance that's becoming almost iconic here in Cage Warriors. Ian Garry walking out to the Arctic Monkeys, are you mine? And I think that's a question that he asks himself every time he looks at the picture of the Cage Warriors welterweight titles. I mean, if you believe everything that Ian Garry says, that belt's practically his already. Dan, is there any chance that this young man is overconfident, if anything?
Well, it's always a possibility, but you know, you don't get very far with a lack of confidence in this sport. And you know, when it comes to throwing punches, you need confidence to commit to those things. And Islam Makhachev, you've got to bear in mind, he's coming off 2 losses. He's been released from the UFC. That's not going to do wonders for his confidence. He's stepping in there against an undefeated fighter that's coming in with all of this confidence oozing out of him. I mean, that alone will put pressure on Islam Makhachev because he knows he has to perform tonight. Gary's expected to perform.
Well, we've seen him be nothing but successful here on Cage Warriors in recent years.
Many UFC fans are excited for this matchup because both fighters bring completely different styles to the octagon. Islam is known for his relentless wrestling, pressure, and control, while Ian Garry relies on his striking, movement, reach, and precise timing. The big question is whether Garry can use his height and reach to keep Islam at a distance, or whether Islam will eventually find a way to close the gap, secure the takedown, and take the fight to the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon's side are here tonight, and when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon will be Herb Dean. For UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment everyone has been waiting for. Live from a sold-out arena, the main event is finally here. One of the biggest questions heading into this fight is how important takedown defense will be for Ian Garry. Garry could have an advantage if he is able to keep the fight at long range. But Islam is one of the most dangerous grapplers in the UFC. If Islam manages to get Garry against the cage or bring the fight to the ground, Garry may be forced to spend a tremendous amount of energy defending takedowns and trying to get back to his feet. Can Garry maintain his distance throughout 5 rounds? Or will Islam's constant pressure eventually become too much? Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist with a perfect professional record, the future Ian Machado Garry. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the defending champion. So who has the better path to victory? Islam can rely on his wrestling, clinch work, and positional control to make this fight extremely physical for Garry. Garry, on the other hand, needs to stay mobile, manage the distance, and use his striking whenever Islam attempts to close the range. If this fight goes the full 5 rounds, will Islam's experience and elite grappling give him the advantage? Or can Garry's movement, reach, and striking create one of the biggest upsets of his career? The undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world is ready to defend his position. Islam is looking to move one step closer to another major achievement, but Ian Garry is determined to prove that he belongs among the very best. One thing about Ian Garry that often gets overlooked is his ability to adapt. People focus heavily on his personality and confidence, but inside the octagon, he has shown excellent timing, movement, and striking ability. Garry has dangerous punches and the ability to create openings from different angles. If he can keep the fight standing, his speed and range could become major problems for Islam. An early moment for the challenger could change the entire momentum of the fight. Now the main event is underway, and both fighters are looking to make their statement.